Georgia and Georgia Tech's head coaches are in the hot seat in tonight's Rant Rave.
Poor Mark Richt.
Oh, poor
What
Mark
a tough
Richt.
loss.
That was a tough loss.
Here's 41 NBC's Tucker Sargent and End Zone host Bill Shanks.
Rant Rave for this week, we start with baseball. Since the Braves are done in more ways than one, let's talk about who's going to play and win in the World Series. Tucker, I for some reason think it's going to be the Reds beating the Orioles, and the Orioles may be a surprise pick here. There just seems to be a little bit of magic with that team. I don't know if they're the best team in the American League, but they have some magic. For the Reds, I'm starting to think they may be the best team in baseball.
I'm going to disagree with you. The Nationals have been the best team in baseball all year, and I know as a big Braves fan you hate to hear me say that, but
I do.
I just can't pick against them. They've been there all year, and they lost Strasburg, but they're still rolling. Struggled a little bit in their Monday game against St. Louis, but they're going to be there in the end, and I think the Tigers, even though they've struggled this season, they've struggled to win one of the worst divisions in baseball, but I think it's going to be the Tigers taking on the Nationals, and the Nationals are going to win maybe a 7-game series for the World Series.
Oh, that's going to kill me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take that. All right, let's switch to football. This is almost something that killed me the other day. Georgia, is Mark Richt in trouble? Well, he better be. If you watched that game the other day, you know that team did not show up. I was there at that game. I don't know if the Georgia players were. It was awful, and it's about time some fans get him on the hot seat because he's a nice guy, but he's not a great football coach, and therefore he needs to be on the hot seat.
I'm going to agree with you there. Mark Richt, he's a good coach. He'll win 10 or 11 games every year, but as you said on the Bill Shanks show yesterday, fans, if you want that, go ahead and have it, but I want somebody that's better. And he's been there so long, and he hasn't really proven that he can go beyond that level. And at this point, after you lose a big game like that, where you're supposed to at least compete, and at least you're expected to win by a lot of people, and if you go up there and lay an egg like that and then say your team didn't look flat, I don't know what's going on in your head, Rick, but something's going on, and you got to get out of there soon.
Yeah, he needs another job or to go save the world or something. All right, how about Georgia Tech? They lost to Clemson the other day. Is Paul Johnson in trouble? I'll say not yet. I mean, he got rid of Al Crow, the defensive coordinator, yesterday, which was needed. It was inevitable, and he said, might as well go ahead and do it now and try to save the season. We'll see what they do for the final 6 weeks. I don't think he's in trouble yet. But if they lose their bowl game, Tucker, again, which he's had trouble winning bowl games, and then next year there's trouble, he's going to be in trouble.
Yeah, the offense they got up there, a lot of people point their finger at it and say that's the problem, but he's averaging 30 points a game this year, so it's not the offense, and he took care of Al Grove Monday, got him out of there. The defense may be a little better for the rest of the year, but it'll be interesting to see how all those coaches come together and coach the defense with no real head man in charge. So as you said, they're going to struggle to get through the rest of the season, but I think CPJ is going to be okay, and they got to win that bowl game though. That's going to be circled on his calendar for him.
All right, we got to real quick get to the Falcons. Will they beat the Raiders? I say yes. They'll be 6-0 heading into their bye week, Tucker.
Oh yeah, they're going to clobber the Raiders. The Raiders, at least they're playing in Atlanta. If they were playing in Oakland now, we might have a different story on our hands. But the Falcons take care of business.
All right, we'll see you on Friday night for high school football, where the End Zone brought to you by Safe Auto.